what we do here is go.
Hello guys, it's your boy ThrillerNothere here, and today we are going to be talking about what I really find about Roblox now. But before we get into the video, please like this video, subscribe with the notification bell on, join my Discord server, and follow me on Twitter. As of always, let's dive into the video right now. But also forgot to mention everything about this video. This video was made only to be an opinion of mine only. Nothing mentioned here on this video is not to be treated as a fact, so apologizes if you were offended by the opinion itself. So why I'm ranting about Roblox? Well, because I didn't found Roblox as the same as usual before, like I always enjoyed back in the old days when I first joined Roblox back in early of 2017 with the first ever registered internet account I created. Roblox has gone into some terrible ass updates over the years and of course the months, like going the opposite way for the Roblox community itself. There was bad updates added to Roblox I've heard of, like adding and throw into the game, removal of Builders Club, and of course you've all hated the ticks removal, even though I haven't used ticks, but I've heard it was the most hated Roblox update ever, because many players used it as a second class currency to the now modern currency Robux. The Roblox moderation system has gone very terrible at their jobs since they were introduced, and of course we got the Roblox community full of half toxic elementary school kids, but not all of them are kids who cannot handle or control the drama that is causing upon their will, and be extremely overreacted and toxic whenever they lose over a game. But we are going to be talking the 3 in less than a second, so here we go. So first of all, beginning with the Roblox Rant, we are now talking about their update system, since there was major criticism over a lot of Roblox updates over the past and future generations. Many people have criticized the updates, since it was downplaying the Roblox community itself, like removing all of our favorite features and the most iconic ones to Roblox, like the guests, Builders Club membership, and of course you've all hated the ticks removal update. I think it was really a very stupid idea to plot these types of updates into Roblox, since these features are the key icons of what Roblox is like. You just cannot take away the beauty from it. It will lower the popularity over the game and of course the community itself. It's just like playing a game of Jenga itself, but you have to take away all of the good ones instead of the bad ones. So let's discuss about the bad removal updates on Roblox. First of all, we are starting off with the most hated one, the ticks removal. Now for myself, I haven't used ticks for myself in my lifetime, nor learned everything about it, so you might miss some important information about it, and I forgot to put in. So every information about ticks, I've know that ticks was a second class type currency to Robux. Ticks was earned by players through various methods, including visiting the site daily and having other users visit their place. Ticks could be spent on catalog items and on advertisements, just like how Robux was functioned to be. They were mainly used to buy things from the catalog. At the same time, tickets also did not require payment and any registered account could earn them. Ticks could also be converted into Robux through the Roblox system, and vice versa. The value of ticks varied, but a ticks was worth far less than a Robux. On April 14th, 2016, ticks was removed by Roblox, and any remaining balances were forfeited. There are still methods available to view a user's ticks balance through web APIs, but they are static due to the removal. Before that happened on March 15th, 2016, Roblox announced through a blog post that tickets would be discontinued the following month, claiming that the currency was causing confusion and delay for many first-time users. Although it was suspected that this was because Roblox has been undergoing financial difficulties, no evidence has ever been shown for this. As a result, players who were unable to pay for Robux went to extreme measures just to have the currency on their account. This is a reason why spam bots were extremely common, and why some fall for it. Now that was very unacceptable, because it's really unfair for new users who wanted currency for their account like mine to purchase some stuff for their account like avatar clothing and game passes. Like Robux is only obtainable through being paid, and it's very hard to get it. While ticks you can just obtain it by getting it daily, by visiting the website daily, and get people to visit your game. It's just simple like that. And also the spam bots do not matter for the most part. It will most likely be considered as a life hack of how to get lots of ticks. Agreed with me? Now let's move on to the second bad update, the removal of Builders Club. So I know why Roblox removed Builders Clubbies, because they want to replace with a new membership called Roblox Premium, which is essentially a more advanced version of Builders Club. So I don't really consider this as a bad update in my own opinion. Then why is it in my list of the worst removal updates on Roblox? Well, obviously talking about the big down parts about it. So what are the down parts about Builders Club? Well, removing Builders Club is kind of like taking away something iconic from a franchise. Builders Club is very iconic to the Roblox nation, but replacing it with something else is not acceptable even though they act very similar like that. Now let's move on to number 3, the removal of the Roblox guest. Now Roblox has removed guests because they wanted to encourage more users to register new accounts on Roblox, but completely removing the Roblox guest is very unacceptable because if parents don't want their kids to create a Roblox account because of the dangers of online breaching, they can just play as a guest and avoid all the possible exploitation that will happen to their child. It's simply just like that. Also, the Roblox guest is a very perfect fitting icon to Roblox, and removing it just takes away the iconic beauty of Roblox. It's not the right thing to do, it's just the very opposite thing to do. And now we are now talking about the bad adding updates into Roblox. First of all, we are now talking about the most hated added update into Roblox, Anthro. Now what I really find about Anthro, I found Anthro most likely used for making trolling avatars out of them on Roblox, but in the serious point of view, Anthro does not belong in a Lego styled children's online playground. It's just simply looks like it doesn't fit there. Roblox is designed to be a Lego styled online playground, not for hyper realistic avatars to be in. It's just not fitting for that. That's just like introducing a mob with a roundy type shaped non-blocky body into a Minecraft update. Now let's talk about the events that were introduced into Roblox. Since I cannot mention all of them at once, instead I can just describe what are they like. So a lot of Roblox events were rigged and broken because they being rushed and downplayed. Many of the people experienced glitches for the games of the events. The most hated event was the Ready Player One event, which was completely broken and it had many glitches and people were very toxic towards the winner of the event, Roku. So that's the end of the updates discussion. Also, I've kinda included events as a type of update for some reasons, because they are kind of following the same pathway as how the updates are following. And let's now talk about their moderation system. The Roblox moderation system has gone very terrible over the past generations. The filtering system is one of the most corrupted parts of the Roblox moderation system. Like, they are doing a very good job at filtering out cuss words like fuck and shit, but they are also filtering out words that are not cuss words at all, nor cause any harm, like romance, boyfriend, girlfriend, etc. Like, I know those words were filtered out to protect children from online dating, but completely filtering the words doesn't even make any sense at all. Like, just because children say those words doesn't mean that they are actually in fact online dating, or may I say odding. Like, just let those words be taken off the filtering list. And second, we got the Roblox moderators, or may I say mods. They are actually doing very trash at their jobs. Like, they've banned someone for saying the word yes, and this actually happened to a YouTuber you've all heard of, which is Flamingo, the guy who has a silly fan base. Yes, and also they have also banned anti-online dating groups across Roblox because they are harassing other users on the platform. Like, they are actually doing the right thing to do and are actually following the rules. They also sweeped out users for hosting Robux payouts to their fans, and Roblox just smashes everything out from there and declared it as a scam. Like, they are not actually scamming and are actually giving out real Robux for the people. Okay, fans in their group scamming is something malicious which can involve phishing out passwords. And moving on from that, they have also let some other players post bypassed images onto the platform, which is also unacceptable. I cannot show you the images here on this video because I don't want this video to be taken down. As of always, let's move on to the final part, the Roblox community, aka the fandom. And now for the final part, we are now going ranting about the toxic Roblox community itself. Like the community itself has a lot of trollers out there seeking out for attention. The one who started it all was probably Lisa Gaming Roblox, the one who was able to reach out everyone's attention across Roblox. Also, the Roblox community couldn't even handle drama itself, like they always go overreacted over the drama and sooner become extremely toxic towards it, like just get along with everything like goddamn. I wonder why attention seekers can easily get your nerves so easily. I will also say that most of the Roblox celebrities' fan bases are mostly toxic, like they cannot get along with the most things people have their own opinions on, and could have a highly of likely targeting you. One of the most toxic fan bases out there are Cowcow's fan base. They are extremely toxic whenever it comes to one another's having opinions on anything. I've heard it that they've also raided other groups for the fun of poor poses, even though their leader Cowcow didn't even give permission to do that. And we've got one's most silliest fan bases out there, Flamingo's fan base. Flamingo's fan base are just people dressed as chill face styled avatars out there, most likely resembling trolling avatars. But who gives a fuck about them? Well, at least they are not toxic like Cowcow's fan bases. Now let's move on to more stuff of how the Roblox community behaves. And now for the Roblox games communities. Most of all games fan bases are also toxic, as well as like the fan bases of the celebrities are. One game has the most toxic players out there is Dinosaur Simulator's community. If you win against your opponent, the Dinosaur Simulator player will become extremely toxic towards you, and most likely calling you a cozer. This is one of the most annoying parts. What I found it about players having their own boostnesses while playing games. This is also done similar with jailbreaks players. They can also be toxic towards you if you win towards them and call you a camper instead of typical Dinosaur Simulator players calling you a cozer. But this stuff most likely happens in fighting styled games. What I found mostly funny about the Roblox community's part is that how they insult you by assuming that your age is under the age of 13. Like, what is wrong with having people's ages like that? I bet they are also under the age of 13 as well. You just don't know exactly the real person's age behind their character. And all in all, the Roblox community must really get along with everything around themselves. Like they can't treat people the same way they want to be treated. Also, just to let you know and keep it in mind, not everyone is toxic in this way. As of always, let's start out my conclusion about everything about Roblox. Now, with starting off with all of my conclusions, I think Roblox really needs to fix themselves up, because they are getting a lot of criticism because of what they are doing is wrong with the updates. And now for the moderation system, I think the moderation system and the moderators really need to fix themselves up. And for the final part, the Roblox community, I think you all guys really have to get along with each other. Just because one another has an opinion about your favorites doesn't necessarily mean you can criticize them just because of that. The internet has a lot of up and downs inside of it. You just really have to give out respect for those. And for the drama handling, remember, you don't have to take it very personal. It could damage your reputation from the inside. And that is really my message to Roblox themselves. As of always, if you enjoy this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe with the notification bell on, join my Discord server, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to my main channel ThrillerNothere. Stay awesome, stay cool just like me. Ciao.